My dear lovely children, good morning. Once again, we welcome you all for the second session. Today, we are going to teach you the remaining part of the lesson. Hope you might have completed the comprehensive questions with answers in your EVS classwork. I request you all to note down MCQ 1 as well as MCQ 2 in your EVS classwork. The remaining part of the lesson will be explained to you by Deepa ma'am. Over to Deepa ma'am. Thank you.
Good morning, children. Hope you all are doing well. In continuation with the previous class, today we are going to learn some interesting facts about animals. Do you know mosquitoes have a strong sense of smell? They can find you by the smell of your body. They can also find you by the smell of the sole of your feet and heat of your body. Now look at the picture. What is coming? Yes, it's a silkworm. Silkworm is also having a strong sense of smell. The male can find its female worm from many kilometers away by her smell. Can you recognize the delicious food prepared by your mother from its smell? Yes. Next, we will learn about birds and their eyes. One of the most striking features of an owl is its eyes. It has eyes in front of its head like human. It gives a binocular vision. It has an excellent night vision also. Owl can quickly rotate its head up to 270 degree. Can you imagine? 270 degree it can rotate. Now children, why do birds have eyes on the either side of their head? It provides a wider view and helps to watch danger in all the directions. You must have seen birds moving their neck very often. Do you know why? Because in most of the birds, eyeballs are fixed and they cannot move it. So to see the things around, they have to move their neck very often. When bird focuses both eyes on one object, it can estimate the distance. But when its eyes focus on two different things, it increases its range of vision. That means it can see a wider area. Children, now we'll learn about animal and their ears. Is there any link between the animal's ear and their hearing? Yes, there are some links. Large-sized ears of animals can collect more sound waves, which make their hearing power stronger than ours. It helps to cool their body also. Look at the girl in the picture. What she is doing? Yes, she is trying to hear something. Whenever you are unable to hear something, you put your hand behind your ears, isn't it? Why do you do so? So that you can hear sharp and clear voice. Children, let us discuss about animals and their color vision. Now think of one apple. What is its color? Its color is red. You see it is red, but animals cannot see like that. Different animals have different kinds of color vision. Some animals have very poor color vision, but others have good color vision. Animals that are awake at night Animals that are awake in the daytime, like dog, insect, monkey, can see some colors. You can see their color vision on the screen. See the bird's vision, cat's vision, and dog's vision. But some animals, those who are awake at night, they cannot see all the colors. They see the things only in black and white. Example of such animals are bat, owl. These animals are called as nocturnal animal. What are those? Nocturnal animal. Now, let's move to sleeping and waking habit of animals. Some animals go into a long and deep sleep in certain seasons. This long and deep sleep is called as hibernation. What is the word? Hibernation. Then they are not seen for many months. Example of such animals are lizard, seal, frog, snow bear. I know most of you are getting sound sleep nearly 7 to 8 hours a day. Now look at the picture in page number 11 of your textbook. Some animal sleeping hour is given.
Children, can you imagine the earth without animals? Do you think that the earth is created only for human beings? No, the earth is beautiful and unique because there are various types of animals, birds, insects, aquatic animals, and plants. Can we survive without the support of forest and wildlife? No, we cannot. Each and every one of us has the responsibility to protect the nature and wildlife. What threat do animals face in the forest because of human beings, Deepa?
Madam, hunters and poachers kill animals in the forest for their beautiful skin, tusk, horn, musk, etc. Tigers and leopards are killed for their skin, elephant for their tusk. Musk deer to make a little scent from its musk, crocodiles and snakes for their skin to sell them in the market. We cut down the trees, which leads to deforestation. Remember the word deforestation. The habitat where the animal feels safe and protected are destroyed by human beings. We also need to understand that pollution created by us is a great threat to wildlife. Over to Bhupender sir.
Children, now is the duty of we human beings to save the nature and wildlife. Therefore, our government has taken steps to protect wildlife. Strict rules, fine, punishment for hunters and poachers have been made. Planting more and more trees to encourage afforestation. Initiated various projects such as Project Tiger, Project Rhino, etc. Government has made some forest as protected areas. These are called as national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. Now over to Deepa Madam.
Children, look at the map of India. Let's look at some important national parks and wildlife sanctuaries on the map. Now let's see where are they situated. Jim Corbett National Park in Uttarakhand. Sariska National Park, Rajasthan. Kanha National Park, Madhya Pradesh. Kaziranga National Park, Assam. Gir National Park, Gujarat. Todabandhari National Park, Maharashtra. Sanjay Gandhi National Park, Maharashtra. Koyna Wildlife Sanctuary, Maharashtra. Ranthambore National Park, Rajasthan. Debrigad Wildlife Sanctuary, Odisha. Thank you. Have a nice day.